All right, let's talk about something huge that's happening right now. We're in the middle of what you could call a seismic shift in the entire software economy. And no, this isn't just another software update. We're talking about a fundamental reset of how software is bought, sold, and even valued. You see, the era of paying for software per user, per seat, it's ending. And a whole new era of paying for autonomous AI labor is just beginning. Let's get right into it.
And look, this quote, it absolutely nails it. This isn't just some buzzword or a passing trend. We are talking about a total replacement of the engine that has driven white-collar work for decades. We're moving from a world where software was a tool that people used to a world where software is the autonomous labor. And for businesses, for employees, for investors, the stakes could not possibly be higher.
So, how are we going to tackle this? Well, first up, we're going to define exactly what this agentic pivot is. Then, we'll dig into the 3 key technologies that are actually making it all possible. After that, we'll map out the 4 stages of this transition, explore the brand new economic model that's emerging, and finally, we'll get into the good stuff, identifying the potential winners and losers to help you figure out how to navigate this whole reset.
Okay, let's start with the absolute core concept. For decades, right, we've thought of software as a tool. It's something a human uses to get their job done faster or better. Well, that entire paradigm, that entire way of thinking is being completely upended.
This massive shift has a name, the inference-to-agent pivot. For the last 20 years, a software company's value was all about how many human users, how many seats it could get to pay for a license. Now, that value is shifting to what an autonomous AI agent can actually do, what it can accomplish. We are literally moving from selling logins to selling digital labor. So you're probably wondering, okay, this sounds big, but why is this all happening right now? What changed? Well, the answer is that 3 critical technological breakthroughs all came together at the perfect time. First, there's what we call the reasoning leap. This is huge. AI models can now do more than just predict the next word. They can actually strategize, plan, and even self-correct their own work. Second, we've got the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. Think of this like a universal adapter that lets these new agents securely plug into any piece of software without needing a bunch of custom integrations. And third, and this is crucial, there's the verifiable action trail. This solves the massive trust issue by giving every agent a digital ID so a company can audit everything it does, just like they would with a human employee.
Now, this reset isn't happening overnight. It's not like flipping a switch. It's actually rolling out in 4 very distinct stages. And it's really important to understand where we are on this map.
We've already lived through stage 1, the co-pilot phase. That's where AI was just an assistant helping humans work a little faster. But right now, we are squarely in stage 2, which is called the seat trough. What's coming next is stage 3, the outcome pivot, and that's when vendors start pricing their software based on what their agents actually accomplish. And all of this leads to the final destination, stage 4, the autonomous enterprise, where entire departments could essentially be run by software.
And this is the key point to take away right now. We are in the seat trough as we speak. This is a period of real, actual pain for traditional software companies. You have enterprises looking at their massive software bills and realizing, hey, if AI is automating more and more of this work, why do we need all these expensive human licenses? This is called seat compression, and it is leading to a massive amount of customer churn.
So all of this brings us to the money, to the new economics of software. The business model that built the tech industry for the last 2 decades, yeah, it's collapsing. And the impact is just staggering. You've got legacy software as a service companies, SaaS companies, that if they fail to pivot away from selling seats, they could see their revenues completely collapse by 30 to 50%. They are facing a world where their biggest customers are refusing to pay for ghost seats, licenses for work that is now just being automated away. But in its place, a new model is rising. The Agentic Enterprise License Agreement, or AELA. The key difference here is the transfer of risk. In the old model, you, the customer, paid per seat and just hoped you got a return on that investment. You took on all the risk. With an AELA, a company pays a flat fee for unlimited work from these AI agents. The value is tied directly to the outcome, and the vendor now shares in that risk. And let me tell you, CFOs absolutely love this model because it gives them predictable costs for their new digital workforce. This table just brilliantly illustrates the complete transformation. The value unit isn't the tool anymore, it's the outcome. The pricing meter isn't the seat, it's a credit you earn for a successful event. The user is no longer a human, it's the agent itself. And maybe most importantly, the sales pitch has fundamentally changed. It's gone from our software makes your team faster to this agent is your team. We've officially moved from software as a service to work as a service. And this isn't just some theory, okay? It is already happening. We're seeing the rise of what's called success-based billing. So a company like ServiceNow might charge $2 for every single support ticket its agent resolves automatically. The banking software nCino could charge $50 for every loan its agent underwrites. The software vendor only gets paid when the agent actually performs successfully, which directly aligns their profit with their customer's success. It's a total game changer. Okay, so given all this massive disruption, how should we be thinking about strategy? Who wins in this new world? Who loses? And where are the real opportunities? Well, the impact isn't going to be uniform across the board. As you can see, the first roles to get automated are the ones with high volume, repeatable digital tasks. So for a sector like customer support, agentic systems could replace up to 80% of the entire workload. Meanwhile, roles that require really complex negotiation or a lot of creativity, like enterprise sales, they're a bit safer, at least for now. So if you're looking at this from an investment perspective, the strategy is becoming crystal clear. The highest risk lies with what are called horizontal SaaS companies, the ones selling general purpose tools to everybody. If their main growth story is still just adding more users, they are likely walking blind right into that seat compression trough. The real opportunity, the long-term alpha, is in the vertical leaders. These are companies that serve one specific industry, like Veeva and life sciences. Why? Because they own what are called sovereign data moats, unique, proprietary data that allows them to train specialized, super effective agents that can command high prices for the outcomes they deliver. And really, if there's just one idea to take away from all of this, it's this. The entire mental model has completely shifted. Companies are no longer buying software productivity, they are buying digital headcount. And this all leaves us with a really fascinating question for the future. As the enterprise becomes more and more autonomous, as the workforce literally becomes software, the role of human oversight has to evolve, right? It poses this incredible challenge, but also an opportunity. What does management even look like when you're orchestrating a team of intelligent agents? Something to think about. Thanks for watching.